What's going on, everybody? This is Captain Obvious. You guys are the 11 crew, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Alright guys, what I have for you today is a seagrass and coral farm. I think it looks really good, actually. I'm very happy with the design. Okay, you do have this optional minecart track here, which I think is a benefit. I'll show you what it does right now. Just keep in mind, I only have the shears. Okay, I don't have a silk touch tool, which is what you need for the coral. Silk touch pickaxe. I haven't tried it with anything else. I think you just need the pickaxe, but it could just be any tool. But either way, I don't have anything silk touch. So for now, when you sit in it, this is what you're gonna get. Watch. Okay. Oh, and you have to flick this. Sorry. There we go. So we gotta flick that. Now for the, like I said, for the once you have a lot of seagrass, okay, and once you have all the seagrass that you want, and why would you need seagrass, by the way? To feed turtles. Okay, so if you want to make a turtle shoot farm, which I did in a previous episode of my Infiniverse. Okay, this is how you feed them. This is how you get their eggs and stuff. But once you have enough seagrass, you could switch to your enchanted tool, and then you could start getting the different types of coral. Okay, and this just helps with preventing you from breaking any of the glass. You can just sit here. Just find the right, there we go, just find the right angle, and as you can see, you can get most. I think that back right is still a little out of touch from this angle. There we go. You just kind of got to wiggle it. But if you had a tool, you can just imagine it would you know, just be a little cautious. And then you just break it and stop it, right? So you just break it, and then what I would do is just keep it in like this middle one here. As you can see, I already have one. So let's see what we got in that little bit of time. Stack and a half, roughly, a little over a stack, and a little more than a stack and a half. So it works really well. Okay, and if you had the enchanted tool, you would also get your different types of coral. Now again, you don't have to have this. You could just stand here and just go back and forth. Like you can use the chests as a guide just to go back and forth, because you want to make sure you hit that back one. But I put that there just in case, you know, you want to go AFK, because actually if you hold it down, if you hold the button down, the shears, it actually works. So if you just go back and forth, you can kind of just go AFK for a few minutes, and then this is where you put in all of your bone meal. Okay, pretty cool. I'm really happy with the design. I think it looks really slick. It's a nice freestanding building. So let's just go back into creative. Okay, and let's build this bad boy. Now keep in mind, I am probably going to reference this because I added all this extra stuff at the end last night, and it was like really late, so I don't even remember it. So we'll do the main part, and then we'll just go back and add everything. All right, but this is everything you're going to need right here. We'll just go into it really quick. Minus the minecart and stuff. We don't need that yet. Okay, so you're going to need, I like sand. It actually works. I think it works on any block. I know I had it on stone brick and it was working, but I don't know. I like sand. So I'm going to use sand. Make sure you have at least 2 water buckets for water sources. Some blocks, building blocks of your choice. I'm using stone brick. You need a comparator. You need a dispenser. You need some glass. You don't have to have glass. I just happen to like it, so I'm going to be using the light gray. You need some redstone dust. 3 pressure plates. You're going to need some hoppers. Color of your choice if you want to do the design on the outside or just another block, an accent block. You're going to need both kinds of chests, trapped and regular. Item frame for the design. The lever. Lever is optional. Well, it's not optional, it's for there, but I was going to say 3 are optional because I have 1 under each of these as well, rather than wasting a redstone torch. But you need at least one lever, and then again the optional tracks and minecart. Sorry guys, I messed up the entire tutorial already, so we're gonna try this again. All right, so first what you're gonna do is you're gonna dig out 3 just to give yourself some room to see what you're doing. Okay, you're gonna put a dispenser facing up. Okay, you're gonna dig another one back like that. Dig another 2 down for now. Actually, sorry, 3 down. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your comparator, put it like that, and then you're gonna do a simple little hopper clock. So just put a temporary block, hopper facing into it, and then another hopper facing into that one. You guys know I love this design. And then put any item in there, does not matter what it is, stackable, non-stackable, does not matter. Okay, you want to make sure that's going off. That's a good thing. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to run a hopper into that dispenser and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you can cover that up. So you're going to put down, doesn't matter what it is, this is going to be covered. Okay, and then obviously back here, sorry, you didn't really have to do that, I guess. Okay, though those are just whatever you want. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Now here's the fun part. So you want to make sure this is the middle of the little 3x3. Okay, so just make sure you did it right. You can circle it and then put that there. Perfect. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put the 3 blocks there. Those are a stone that we're going to see. Okay, with the lever. Turn the lever on. Okay, right underneath that lever, you're going to put a piece of redstone dust. And then in the middle over here, you're going to put a block of your choice. I'm going to be doing red for the design. Okay. Right here, you're going to put 3 pressure plates. Right? Cool. Let me just double check the design really quick so I don't mess it up. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So I think that's where I messed up before. All right, so then what you're going to do is you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just going to surround it, except the back is not going to be squared off. Okay? Now, keep in mind, if you are afraid of breaking this glass, then do not use glass. You can use, you don't have to actually see into it. You can use whatever you'd like. It doesn't matter. I happen to really like the glass, but if you're afraid you're going to break it, if you're going for the coral, then you can use obsidian. That's really strong, or something else. Or if you're building it underground, I guess it really doesn't matter. I like the glass. I like the way it looks. So we're going to keep it. Okay? So then you're just going to cover that up like that. Cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put, is it on here? Let's see. Sorry, I'm just going crazy for a second. It's above it, right. Cool. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come out like that, okay, with the glass. And then in here, we're going to do, or I'm sorry, underneath it, we're going to do temporary blocks. And then we're going to put our 3 hoppers facing into it like that. Okay, now you could have all the hoppers going into each other and then having just one chest. That's absolutely fine. I just don't see a reason why you can't do 3 to hold more stuff. So we're going to do one chest on the left, chest on the right, and then trap chest right in the middle. Okay, and then we can get rid of the trap chest. And then what we're going to do is put our item frame. You could do the 1 item frame. You could just have like the seagrass or the coral. I just figure why not? Go all out. Do 3 of them. Go a little crazy. All right, and then you're just going to put 1 chest here and 1 chest here right on top of those hoppers. Okay, now you're going to come up 1, 2, 3, 4 with your red like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Before we finish all the rest that are red, what we're going to do is put blocks here right behind these hoppers really quick, just so the water is guided into the hoppers. And then you're going to put the water going that way, so make sure it's flowing towards the hoppers. Okay, now you can break these. And then just make sure that the rest of this down here are all source blocks. And the ones in the middle as well. Just make sure they are source blocks. Cool. And you should have it nice standing water that looks just like that. Cool. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to put, if you want to add the cart, if you want to add the minecart track, this is what you're going to do. Okay. Break this, break this, break this, break this. Put the red down there. Actually, you're going to have to break one more, sorry. And then what you're going to do is take out your lever again, put it right there, and turn it on. The reason we don't want to put it here, obviously, is because we don't want these hoppers to lock. Okay, break. So do the same thing here. Boom. And you could have it on the side, but I mean, why? Why do that? It's gonna look really ugly if you do it that way. Let me just snag this block real quick. Put the floor back. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just put my colors here. So we got it looking like that. And then, actually, I'm sorry, you only need one of the levers. I forgot because I changed it up. Originally, I didn't have it. I had this, like, you could just put a regular track in the middle, and then you need the 2 levers. But if you're just gonna have it like this, like me, then you could just go ahead and just keep the 1 lever. Okay, looking good so far. Looking really, really good. So remember, you don't have to add seagrass. That's what this is for. So all you're going to do now, before we finish the top, you're going to take some bone meal. Okay, so we'll do a full stack of bone meal here. Now keep in mind, it is locked at the moment because of this right here underneath. So it's going to stay in there until you actually use it. So if you don't see it draining and you're not using a trap chest, you're like, what's going on? That's the reason. Okay, remember, because this block is, because underneath this lever is a piece of redstone dust and this block is here, it's locking these two. Once we flick that off, it's all fine. Everything's going to drain. So don't worry about that. Okay, now let's go back to just finishing the decoration. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come up over here, right? We're going to do that one time. So leaving the corners. Okay, so we're just going to leave the corners. So it's going to come up one. And then in the middle here, same thing again. I am looking in the background just in case you're wondering what I'm doing. I am looking. Okay, and then for the middles, we're going to come up two. You can put anything here, doesn't matter. You can put like dirt for these four. Like so, for example, you could just do, or sand or something. It doesn't matter. Whatever, you just fill it in. I always like to keep build solid. Okay, stack that up two. And then we're going to do two on the top as well. And there you go. And that's your design. I think it looks really, really good. Okay, so since I don't have any silk touch things on me, we're just going to go ahead and put that there. Let's go ahead and get the fire coral right there. Right, and we'll do the seagrass in the middle. But just to show you that it works, also take out a cart. Like I said, you can just leave the cart right over here. It's fine. You cannot put hoppers. I originally had tried hoppers with a dispenser where you could just like, the cart would pop up. It looks really ugly. It doesn't function properly. So now what you do is just flick that switch. And there we go. Like I said, it just takes a second. And then once the stuff is in there, then it just goes like gangbusters. Okay? And then you can just hold it. So I'm holding the button right now. I'm not doing anything. So if I had shears, especially like high efficiency shears, I'd just be going crazy. Right? Just be going crazy. And then, like I said, you want to start getting the coral. You switch over to your silk touch tools. And granted, you will be wasting them a little bit because when it hits the grass, it doesn't do anything to it. But you know, you will get that coral every once in a while as well. So just keep that in mind. And because it's because the back is 5 blocks away, you're not going to break it this way. If you just stand here facing like this, you should not break any of the glass at all. That's why I added the cart. It's just an easier way to do it. All right, and then you're done. You can just hop out and then flick the lever and then break the cart and you're good to go. And then this whole thing up here fills up with lots of delicious grass and coral. Not that you eat it, but it's delicious for the turtles. And there you go. A cool looking build that's highly functional. And I think it'll go honestly anywhere. I'm going to put this in my Infiniverse world. I may do a bigger one, so you guys may, if I actually show it to you guys, or maybe have already showed it to you guys, since I think it would be the episode before this, I may have done it bigger. So we'll see. You guys will already know if I did it that way. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. Until next time, Captain Ivis out.